This week's project, Monobath, DF96 from CineStill. It's an all-in-one monobath developer and fixer for a black and white film, home developing, made for idiots like you and me. So today, I'm going to mix it up, show you how I do it, and what I use, and the most cost-effective way of doing this at home. Let's do this. Okay, so these are the things you're going to need. Obviously, this CineStill Monobath DF96, 1 litre jug, plus a top-up jug, thermometer, scissors are optional, a chemical storage bottle, and a stirring stick of some description. Like I said, I want to do this in the most cost-effective way for not just me, but for you guys as well. So they recommend that this makes up to 16, you can use this 16 times and use it within 2 months. So it's roughly around, and I'm in Australian dollars here, it's nearly, well, it's just under $3. It's about $2.80 something per roll of film to develop, which are considering, if you send it away to a lab, it's around $13 to $15, depending on who you're using. So yeah, cost effective, I think so. All right. The utensils and things I bought were cost effective. You can go out and buy the CineStill measuring jugs and mixing sticks and bottles, or Patterson do them, and a couple other companies do them. They're quite expensive just for measuring jugs and mixing sticks. So I'll quickly go through what I paid for mine, really cheap, just from hardware stores and Amazon. I got this blackout container off Amazon. 1 litre, came in a 3-pack. It was $20 for 3 of these. Hardware stores, I know in Australia, don't sell clear or see-through chemical bottles, storage bottles, simply because I think legislation or by law now you have to be able to see what's in the container you're holding chemical in, for safety purposes, obviously. But for film chemicals, you want it to be black. So Amazon's your friend. $23 for 3 of these. Next, I just got this from a homeware cook shop. Thermometer was $5, cheap. You can get these, CineStill sell these, and other film developers sell these for like $30, $40. Measuring jugs again from a $2 shop, 1 litre, $2, and this little measuring cup was $1. So next, something to stir the chemicals with. I was looking at whisks and all sorts of different things. Again, CineStill and Patterson do stirring sticks for chemicals. They're like, again, I think $20. I got this paint stirrer from a hardware shop, $2 to stir my chemicals. So yeah, this one, if you're in Australia, is from Bunnings, so get on down and get that. Okay, next step, opening the bag, reading the instructions, and mixing it all up. Scissors basically just for opening up the chemicals, nothing else. Nothing else, so that they're not that important. All right, let's see what we've got inside. We've got our part 1 or A bag, and then part B or 2 bag. So there's 2 bags. 2 bags of the developer and fixer, part A and part B. Obviously you start with part A first. And it's got little instructions on the front there, but if you want to go more in depth, we have, and of course the instructions, the agitation times. It's fairly basic. Yeah, it's even got a list of the films down here, and then of course temperature, your water's at, and how long to develop it for. But today, we're just gonna make up the chemical, and then in the second part of the video, I'm gonna show you how to develop 120 in a Patterson tank, and then how I scan at home and edit my images on Lightroom. But we'll get to the mixing of the chemicals. So I suggest you mix your chemicals somewhere safe where you're not gonna spill them and cause any issues in your house, especially in your office or something. So I'm gonna do it in my bath. Also another thing is, I'm not gonna practice what I preach, but probably wear gloves and maybe a mask, but yeah, you only live once, right? So in the bath, I've got my 1 litre jug and thermometer. I don't really need this right now because I'm not going to develop the film straight away. I'm just going to show you how I make it up and store it in the bottle. If I was to mix this up now and then go and process film, I want the liquid or the chemical liquid, once it's mixed up, be around 21 degrees Celsius. Fahrenheit, I don't know, I don't care. Sorry, North America, but we're living in the real world here. Yeah, so again, probably just room temperature water. So for now, I don't need this. So I'm going to add water to 600 mils, and then I'm going to add part A. I'm going to stir it up. Once it's dissolved, I'm going to add part B, and then I'm going to top it up to 1,000 milliliters or 1 litre. I guess being a chemical and precise, I don't go over 1 litre because then you're obviously diluting the chemical, and I'm not sure what will happen in development times if you dilute it too much. So you might have to extend your development time a bit longer if you accidentally put more than 1 litre of water in there. So tap on! We'll get these out of the bath first. Just rinse the jug out a bit. Again, I'm not developing with this chemical straight away, so temperature doesn't really matter as long as it's not too hot and it's coming in at 20 degrees, which is perfect. So we'll go to 600 mil, and this is why the second jug's important for when I'm topping up. I don't want to be doing this and then accidentally overflowing or going past the 1 litre mark. So second jug, which is here, I can then top up in the second part of the chemicals. Okay, turn that off for now. We'll grab part A. So this is part A. Again, it's got the instructions just here. Place 600 to 700 mils of distilled water. I'm using tap water. Depends on what region of the world you come from. If you got really heavy metals in your water, or chloride, maybe, like we do here, but I don't know why I'm not using distilled. I haven't had an issue with it, so I'm still using it, but they say distilled water into a clean, clear plastic or glass container receptacle. So into our water, we're just going to stir it till it dissolves. Now it doesn't fully dissolve, and it doesn't smell the best, but if I put it in there, give it a couple of minutes of just stirring. Take your time with this bit, really try and get it all dissolved. I like to put it down flat on the bath like that, and then I can really give it a good stir. Go back the other way. So that's what it should look like, the first bag, a little pink colour. There are some crystals at the bottom there, so I'll just use this. Once it's settled to the bottom, just crush them and break them up. Try to do the best to break all that down, as long as the majority of it's broken up or dissolved. You don't want those crystals, when you develop your negatives, they could scratch it if it's not fully broken down. You can also pass it through a fine sieve, or I use, my wife puts loose tea leaves in one of those round things, those stainless steel things, and then you put in a cup. If she's not watching, I'll go grab that and pass it through that into the container. All right, part 2 up here. So I'll open part 2 now, and we'll just pour that straight in there. Discard of that and mix again for a couple more minutes till that dissolves. It's not a horrible smell, but there is a chemical smell there. Like I said, use a mask and gloves. Once you're happy with the stirring and make sure it's all dissolved, this is where you top it up. So obviously I'm not going to put this under here and top it up, because if I go over my 1 litre, well, I've diluted it too much. So I will put the extra water in something like this, and then this way I can top it up precisely. So again, just watching, and that is bang on. Then give it another stir. All right. Then I'm going to pour the chemical into my light tight receptacle here. I'm not going to hold it in one hand and pour it and show you because I don't have gloves on, so I use a funnel too. Again, I don't have one, but the lip of my container is quite large, so spill factor should be minimal, if any. Put your lid on and store it in a cool, dark place. That's that. So yeah, just finished editing the video and realized I didn't do a sign off. So here I am doing a sign off. Yeah, appreciate you watching. Leave a comment, leave a like. Next video will be me actually processing, using the chemical and processing black and white film, and then showing you how I scan it at home, and then develop it through Lightroom through a third-party software. And yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Again, thanks for watching. See ya.